Drop, stitch, magic loop, slip, slip, purl, slip, slip, knit, twisted cord, wrap and turn, pick up and knit. Joe plays scarf.
Good morning. Today is December 18th, Friday. Vlogmas 2020. 1 week from today is Christmas. I'm drinking green tea. I tried something a little different. I usually put milk in my tea with no sugar or anything. But today I thought I'd try something different. So I'm doing lemon and some kind of sweetener, Truvia or something. It's pretty good for a change. So, my name is Linda. You can find me all over as Linda Grace. That's Linda with a Y. This is the Joey Scarf podcast. It's a knitting, crocheting, yarn podcast. And I'm doing Vlogmas this year, which means I'm going to be recording every day for the first 24 days of December, just to share a little bit of my day-to-day goings-on, which isn't a whole lot. But today I thought it would be, I would do a knitting day and share some of my knitting with you, which I've probably shown on my Joey Scarf podcast, but I thought it would be a neat idea to go through my projects page and see if I still have any of the earlier projects that I've made. I've given a lot of stuff away, so I don't know what's left. I might as well talk about what I'm wearing. So this is a crocheted item that I just kind of winged it, and I forget how. I think I have a project page on this, but I'll check the details. But I just started with a chain of a certain amount and just started going back and forth with some half double crochets and threw in some triple crochets of striped colors and just went on and on until it became a shawl scarf big enough so that I could wear it as a scarf, wear it as a shawl. It's very comfy, and it's something to curl up with while I'm watching TV, or if I go out I can wrap it around and use it as a scarf. I got to use up a lot of but leftover half skeins and things like that. So that's my, what do I call it? My freestyle crochet scarf shawl. I'll catch you later. Hello. So it's evening of the 18th day of Vlogmas, December 18th. And I think I had a little bit of relaxing time today. Not a whole lot, but I felt a little more relaxed today. I think I'm finally finished. I have maybe 5 more rows of the garter squish blanket, and then I'm done. It seems like I've been working on it forever, and I have been a couple of months. The thing with that is because I'm using 2 strands of worsted or DK weight yarn, when it gets to be as long as it is, it just gets so heavy to move every time I have to go turn it around to go back and forth. So I think it's going to be a very nice warm blanket. I promised that I would look into my projects page and see if I still had anything left from years ago. I have given away a lot of things. And when I first got onto Ravelry, I was very disciplined about putting stuff in my project page. Not too much anymore, but so I looked back. I think the earliest when I joined Ravelry in 2011. So I think one of my favorite projects that I did, wrap that I made, and the pattern is called the Cane Bay Wrap, and I'll try and put it across the bottom. And I made this for my niece's wedding, to wear at my niece's, to have something to wear over my shoulders. And it really came out nice. I didn't make one mistake in this pattern, which is very unusual. But it's one of the few things that I still have. I guess I'm not giving this one up. But the yarn was yummy. And soft, and really feels nice. And the yarn, let's see what the yarn was. It's discontinued, so you can't get it anymore. This is a mix of alpaca, bamboo, and merino. That's what this is, and it really is nice. I wouldn't, it was one of the, I got this at Webb's in Massachusetts at their store, and I wouldn't have picked a content of those three things, but it's beautiful. As you can see, it drapes very nicely, and it's one of my favorite not early projects, but it just the pattern was great. And I saw the sample. Actually, when we went to Webb's, Ross saw the sample and said, "Why don't you make that in the exact same color that they had as a sample?" And I did, and I'm very, very pleased with it. A lot of the earlier projects that I made, I don't have anymore. I'm sure I've given them away. I made a multnomah, and I know I gave this one away. This one I gave away to a woman. We were going to her birthday party, her 100th birthday party, and I gave her this shawl, and she really liked it. I remember that. That was the Multnomah by Kate Ray. And then these, 2011. I think these were the first pair of socks, one of the first pair of socks I made. I don't have them anymore because they were for my granddaughter, Bella. And let's see, 2011, that's 9 years ago, and she's 16. So what was she, 7 at the time? Yeah, it was nice to make little socks for her. This was my first project, and I don't have this anymore. And I think a lot of people made this. This is the Saroyan wrap scarf, I guess. And this is what I said about this in my notes. The first project I have added and posted. So this was just joined Ravelry, and that was my first project. And then I say, this is also the first time I have attempted a scarf pattern with a little lace variation. Also, I decided to see if I could follow a chart. The only thing I found I had to do for me, though, was convert the chart from symbols to knitting abbreviations. Once I did that, I found it much easier to follow the chart than the written directions. I followed the directions exactly as written. I love the way this came out. And this was February of 2011. And I started it on February 26th, and I finished it on March 3rd. And the yarn was Cascade 220. And I guess I must have given it away because I don't have it. So I wonder, do you keep notes of your projects? Do you use Ravelry? Or do you just use a project book? Or do you not keep track of your projects? I think I have about 176 projects listed. And I do find it helpful to do that, because if I want to make another one of the things, it's helpful to have the notes there. So that's what I was doing today, browsing through my Ravelry, trying to find some things. I have made many hats and given many hats away. I don't have that many hats for myself left. So after the holidays, I think I'm going to be knitting some hats for myself. Fingerless mitts, I think I'm going to be doing those. So it's what I have an abundance of is shawls. I have a lot of shawls. But how, to me, it's like creating a piece of art. And then once it's done, okay, it's done, it looks beautiful, fold it up and put it in the box. And I do wear them. I do wear my shawls. This is one, and I like these little triangular. It's just a plain triangular shawl. Nothing fancy. It's short enough so that I can wear it this way. And it doesn't look like I'm wearing a huge bib. So I like the smaller ones, the shorter ones. And these are nice, you can, of course I can't get it on now, but you can probably use one skein of yarn for something like this. That one skein that you bought. I don't know if I'm making noise with this microphone. I hope not. But anyway, I think that's about it. I do have a package I'm going to open. Feel like I'm forgetting something. We did takeout today because I'm tired. I just didn't feel like messing with dinner. So we have a local restaurant that does takeout, and you just drive. They will deliver, but they're about 5 minutes away, so I figured I'd go pick it up. And Ross had chicken parmesan with linguine, and I had a salmon BLT sandwich on whole grain bread with lettuce and tomato and their special mayo, and it was very good. So this is from Chelsea Yarns. And let's see, what did I buy from Chelsea Yarns? Of course, it's yarn. It's Chelsea Yarns. Let's see. Very nice. So this is DK, and it's 100% superwash merino. And this is called Candied Apple. Isn't that pretty? Yes, I did my own little advent thing. And this one is Stiletto and Jeans. Another DK. So I think hat, maybe. Yeah. Very nice. I mean, her yarn is just so beautiful. It's Chelsea Yarns. She's a local New Jersey person. Chelsea Yarns. Beautiful. So I think, Victoria, I went out and had the same moon that you did yesterday, so I had to take a picture of it. And tomorrow I'm going to show you my finished garter squish blanket, and maybe the start of something else. We'll see. So I guess that's it for today. I went over and took pictures of the pond. And of course, you'll see that at the end. I started walking over and to the fence, and there was a flock of geese there standing on the bank of the pond there, and I thought, oh, they're, I can get a close up. As soon as they saw me, they just started walking into the water. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to thank those of you who have encouraged me along the way of this Vlogmas and told me not to give up. And it really means a lot to me. That is the encouragement I need to keep going. And I really am having fun doing this. Maybe some of you will try it next year. So that's it, and I will see you tomorrow. Happy Vlogmas.